Okay, so we're here in Denver, well technically Arvada, Colorado, which is a place I'd never heard of until I came here myself. And we're here with Karns, the artist formerly known as DJ Vajra, someone I've known since I was 15 or 16. We were in battles together when I wore shirts bigger than I wear now. And we're here in his home studio. So Chris, thank you for having us.
Thank you for being here, Shiftee.
And good to have you. And we've actually been staying here. I've been sleeping on this couch right over over there, that couch. I've been getting all up in that. So first off, what's going on right now?
Just kind of have a blank setup, a blank session. You know, kind of getting ready to create some sounds with Ableton and Scratch Live setup, all running through the sound card, and so just going to start working on creating some music here, using some kind of like sample-based techniques with Serato, and then also some synth-based techniques with Ableton Live and some native instruments, VSTs, and things like that.
And whoop!
Yep, got the machine right here. Of course, that's a very integral part of the studio setup. I couldn't even imagine making tracks without this thing at this point.
And I noticed that right now, like, there's a set behind you that's up there on top, but that's sort of like covered up. But then down here, you sort of have this sort of like loungy scratch station. Can you talk about?
Yeah, I can set this up here. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of more. I wanted to be able to create music by using some different samples and scratching with Scratch Live. And not have to keep jumping up and getting back and forth, you know, because like when I'm recording my scratches, I'm engineering my own sessions as well, so it's not like I have somebody behind the glass who's back there to press start and stop for me. So I thought it would be easier to just get used to doing it like this, so I can, you know, record and then chop up the samples without even having to stand up or sit down again, and just be able to just kind of like be a lot more efficient with the workflow.
Why stand when you can sit?
Yeah, exactly.
There should be a seated category in the DMCs. where you can do the best DJing
lazy
seated
style.
Yeah.
Show up in a robe with a couch with one on each side.
Hugh Hefner, like. Yeah. You also have a mic here. Is this for your singing or your rapping or both?
Yeah, man. I've been dropping mad flows, you know, and
I can tell from your use of the expression "mad flows."
Yes, it shows legitimacy in the MC category.
Yeah.
But no, I use that for recording a lot of like little percussion instruments, and we got the drum kit set up over there, so you know, you get little layers from the hi-hat over there, or just, you know, whatever I want to record, or even just clapping my hands, or letting my kids, recording my kids. I actually used a sample of my daughter on my last mixtape from her talking into the mic, so it gets a lot of use like that.
That's cool. And what projects are you working on now? So you're a DMC World Champion, obviously. You've toured with Yellow Wolf as his DJ. You were on the show Master of the Mix, where you're one of the final people. You've done a lot of great things in your career. What's on the horizon for you?
At this point, I have a new partnership that I'm working on with an artist in the electronic music scene, and
it's hush hush right now.
It's a little hush hush at the moment.
Can you whisper it to me?
I can say it, and
we'll
I don't
edit
know
it out.
when you guys are gonna air this, or
it depends. It depends on when it gets edited.
Okay, so.
Okay, you
right,
just tell it to me with your eyes. You caught that. You saw that out there.
Anyways, but yeah, so we've got a show coming up. I'm just been gonna spend the next 4 to 5 weeks just rehearsing and preparing for that show, finding samples, and basically my role is just gonna be turntable musician in the band type setting. So I'm extremely excited about that, to be able to get to like represent the turntable as a musical instrument and be able to focus on that side of it instead of, you know, the club side of it, or what I've been focusing on for the last few years, you know. So it's gonna be fun.
So yeah, speaking of turntable as an instrument, you're not only, you know, like a great scratcher, but I'd say like you have a very unique style with how you do cuts. Like rather than doing the same scratches everyone else does, you sort of have your own kind of flow. So could you talk about sort of your scratch philosophy, your scratch philosophy, your scratch. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I think well, I think it was about probably, I don't know, I think it was definitely after I stopped battling. I think having that battle mentality, I used to think that I had to know how to do everything, and there was a lot of tutorials coming out back in those days, and people posting, you know, instruction sheets on how to do every scratch and detailed analysis of all of them and whatnot. So I think I started to find that I was like kind of losing a lot of the musicality of what I did because I was focusing so much on the technical side of it. So I made a conscious decision to just not think about the technical side of it at all anymore, and just try to focus 100% on just listening, and try to just like be in the moment with that, like not think at all, just listen to what I'm doing as if somebody else was the one performing it. And you know, I think it led me to come up with some other ideas that I probably wouldn't have had time to come up with if I was so busy focusing on trying to learn how to do, you know, all the newest like Autobahn, Boomerang, or whatever the thing is that like is the newest scratch of that moment. You know, just being able to actually just kind of like let go and
yo man, can you do the pooper scooper?
Yeah.
Can you do the pooper scooper? Okay, sorry to interrupt you. I just want to know if you can do the pooper scooper.
I don't. Yeah, dog, I got that, man.
I've been doing the pooper scooper 10 years.
Been doing it for like 3 days, dog. I got that. I'm like mastered, man.
Yeah, I was sorry to interrupt you.
No,
please
cool.
Continue.
No, but yes. So I think a lot of styles were able to just kind of develop more on their own, just naturally, instead of like trying to just follow along with like whatever the current trend of what you're supposed to be able to do. You know, and that's kind of one thing I always tell people whenever I do private lessons or do classes or anything like that, is that you can't be too focused. You need to know that you need to have a technical foundation for sure. It's good to know what the scratches are, but if that's your only focus is the technical scratch, your scratching is just not going to sound as good. It just needs to be all about what comes out of the speaker and goes into the listener's ear. So, yeah.
So could you talk about, because some of the drilling techniques that you were talking about to me were pretty unique.
Cool.
So like, yeah, some of your like scratch, drill, and beat juggle drill techniques, like how you train.
Oh yeah, I definitely took a very, very serious approach to practicing and trying to figure out how to get better all around. So I kind of came up with this idea for scratching where I realized that, like, you know, obviously it goes without saying that trying to do a scratch really, really fast is a lot harder than just trying to do it at a normal speed. But I kind of realized that doing it at a really, really slow speed was also equally challenging, as far as just in a mental way, being able to do those, you know, you start to get that little, like, squint, like you're creating a new brain crease. All of a sudden you're like, oh, whoa, what's going on here? This is weird. So I started making lists of all the scratches that I did and combinations and different things that I like to do, and I would try to do each scratch with no beat, and just increase the entire spectrum of it. Start at a comfortable level, but then go you know, as fast as you can, or also as slow as you can, and being able to have that whole range of motion like that.
And also stuff with metronomes, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've done put in a ton of years of metronome training, and I would do a lot of drum drills where I would like alternate between doing fours, you know, with just a kick and a snare, just, you know, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, boom 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 boom, ka 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 ka, boom 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 boom, ka 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 ka, and then trying to do threes with that idea, and twos as well. I love food, and I've cooked at several restaurants in the area.
Chris has been fired from every restaurant within a 5-block radius of this place.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, so yeah, but I enjoy it because I enjoy the end result. So you know, I figured I take little recipes and try to get better at them, and sometimes I'll even take it to the point where I'll write it down and tweak little certain ingredients. Like I actually have a turkey meatball recipe that's like that. It's very good.
Next time.
Next time.
Yeah, we were just chilling at Chris's house and he's making us delightful dishes all day and night. It's like
yes,
it's lovely.
I'm a great host.
Yeah, host with the most right here. Cool. All right, so Chris, thank you. Always a pleasure hanging out with you. More to come. And we had some delightful jams.
Yes,
yeah,
definitely. And make sure you guys go check out the Shift Happens tour, because I went and checked it out at Cervantes in Denver. Cut to the footage. And yeah, it was an incredible show. It was an incredible show, so don't miss out. Shift Happens, coming to a city near you.
Cool. Perfect.